So hi guys, I wanted to do this video like years ago and never got around to it. But this is about like your New Year's Eve goals and resolutions, whatever. I just call them goals, but I kind of want to show you my shirt really quickly just because this needs to happen. So if you looked at my charities video, I talk about A21. That's where the shirt comes from. Make sure you guys go to a21.com, check it out, look it out, donate, abolish slavery. But anyways, so goals that I kind of want to talk about of accomplishing goals and achieving goals throughout the new year. So that's what this video is going to be about. So this video more likely will be up in 2023. Yeah, I think that's what we're in. So yeah, so I'm filming this in November. I normally get my goals together and done in like September for the new year, and I write them on the board, and I leave one side of the goals that I haven't finished, and so I can still constantly check them off. And then if I know they're like kind of long-term goals and they're not going to get finished that year, they just get moved over to the other side. And so I already wrote my goals out, but I erased it for the purpose of this video because you guys don't really need to see my goals. I'll probably tell you a few of them though. But so I erased them for the purpose of this video. So like years ago, like I'll write them down like on a piece of paper and just stick them up on the wall. And then like years ago, I decided to like get like boards and things to help me out. So I have a chalkboard on my wall. It's like right there. So I'm looking at it. I do need to change that. I haven't updated that yet. But that chalkboard that's on my wall is a chalkboard like piece that you peel and stick and put place on the wall. And then you get chalkboard like the chalk that I have. You get chalk like this and then you just write on it. And I use that for my writing and reading goals. And so up there now it has reading goals. Read 10 books a year, which I already knocked that out. And then study the Bible daily, which I knock that out every year as well. That's always on there. And then what else is on there? Finish 10 books. I actually haven't done that this year, but every year I have like 10 books that I started and I never finished because I hop from book to book. If you watch my what I'm currently reading videos, you'll know that I hop from book to book, so that's why that's on there. And then I have a reading list of certain books that I want, or certain book series that I have that I want to read, so that's on there. I haven't even touched that this year. I'm probably going to touch it next year because I've been buying new books and reading those instead of the books on my reading list. And then I have writing goals for some of the stories that I write because I write on Wattpad. The link, or not the link, but like my Wattpad names probably will be in the description, so you can check that out. And then I think I have a video on my Wattpad as well, so you can just look at that video and you'll see all that stuff on there. So then I have just like writing goals of the books, the stories that I start on there that I need to finish that are up there in like chapters and all that. So that's up there. And then I have this whiteboard right here that I got I got this at Target like years ago. And then I'll write this on here and I'll write my like the year and then the goals and just go through it and write different things on here that I need. And then I'll write the bills and stuff that I have to do for the year. It's just like kind of planning out your year and what you have to pay, all that. And then the budget and savings goals I'll write down here or whatever. So like the Dave Ramsey, I'm pretty sure some of you guys probably heard of him. I kind of follow that method a little bit, and then I'll just write the little steps here, and then I'll check them off each year for how far I've gotten, for how far I got for that year that I wanted to get into. Then I also have this, which I'm not going to show the whole thing because I still have sticky notes on here for stuff, and it has people's names that shouldn't be here. But like I got this at Target. It's the little cork board. I got this at Target, and I got little sticky notes. And I'll write things on here as well, like different goals, different things that I want to do. So one of them is like write a novel, and I stick it on there, and then whatever I accomplish, I'll just pull it off. And there are like different things that I need to accomplish daily. I'll write it on there and put it on there. And then even like for YouTube, like, oh, I got to do this YouTube video, and I write on like little sticky notes, and then I cross them off. and I also put like some of my writing projects. I just make sure like some of my goals translate across these three things so that I can just accomplish it and then keep seeing it from different angles. Like I see it on that wall, or I see it on this wall, I see it on that wall, just to keep reminding me that I need to do these different things. And then I guess I kind of can write some of my goals out so you guys can see some of my goals and see if I accomplish them or not. I actually might do like a little plan with me video one day, but not today. Because if I do that, there are going to be goals on there that I don't want people to see. Because you should have goals and things in life and plans in your life that you want to do that you don't need to tell nobody else until it's accomplished, because it can deter your way. People can discourage you, and it's just, and if you don't accomplish it, then like, oh, I want to go to the moon. If I want to go to the moon and by March of 2024, and then you don't go to the moon by March of 2024, not me, I wouldn't feel like a loser, but some people, it may make them feel unaccomplished and like a loser, whatever, because they didn't hit that goal when they can. That's why I say for me is that I transfer goals from one year to the next, because some of them are long term and some of them aren't long term. They should be completed within that year. I just don't get to them. So I'm just like, well, I can just do it next year, and a lot of them I do end up doing next year. So like last year, well, not last, well, this is gonna be put out next year, but this year my goal was, like, every year it's always my goal to go to Paris, like every single year, and I don't. This year was the year that I finally could go to Paris, because I was traveling. Like I went to Turkey, I went to Germany, and then I booked my trip to Paris. I ended up canceling that trip because I just decided to stay at home because I had started a new job. And I was like, I should just stay and start a new job, because otherwise I would have to pay for a hotel, and I would have to pay for my flight back, because I always buy one way because it's sometimes cheaper, and sometimes I don't know how long I'm going to stay over in that country. But like I have to pay for a hotel, the flight back, and food each day. So I was like, let me just cancel it and I'll just go next year. But I kind of technically did accomplish that goal, because when I went to Germany, my flight connection was in Paris. So I accomplished the goal anyway. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you just never want to post certain things or tell everyone certain goals, because it's not really anybody's business, really. And then there's just some things you should just keep to yourself for a while. So this is the main board that I use for writing like all of my goals. And this, I'm gonna start have to use these. I gotta figure out what I should do with using these little magnet things, because I like these a lot and they just stay there. But anyways, so I'll write like the year in either spot. I always change it up how I do it, but this is just gonna be like basic, because I normally do it like really cute and pretty, blah blah, and I use different color markers. But anyway, so I'll start off by writing the year 2023 at the top, and then sometimes I'll put goals or whatever, like funky kind of ways, but I'm just going to do the basic ones. And because I probably will do a video of planning out like me writing this instead of you looking at me talking and rambling on. But yeah, so I'll start off by this, and then things that I want to accomplish. So like read 10 books in a year, and read the Bible daily. What else? Write a chapter a day. Go to Paris. Stuff like that. I'll just kind of like write it in like a little list of, goals of what I want to do and what I want to accomplish. And then when I get to that point of the year, of course, I cross it out. I leave it on there. I don't erase it. I like to cross things out because I like to see my accomplishments of what I'm doing. Like, they're not huge accomplishments, but they're little accomplishments that there is something. So that's what I do. And then basically it. I just write my goals out the year before, sometimes months before, that I know the things I want to do. I feel like you should just get started early, because sometimes when you write your list out for the next year, you can start on it now. Why would you wait until like 50 years later? You can start on it now. And I normally, that's why I write mine out, because I get started on them now, and then I can cross them out. There's been a few years where I can cross like 2 things off before the new year has even started. So the better the early. And that's kind of all I really wanted to get at with you guys with this video. I hope this is not too long. If it is, I'm trying to cut it down so I won't ramble. And then I think I will do like a plan with me video so you guys can see how I actually write all of my goals. Not all of them, because you're not gonna see all of them, but how I write it out and how it looks. And probably a cuter, nice, funner, yes, funner is a word for this video. A better, like, fun way to, like, how you see how I plan out my goals. And hopefully you guys are writing goals out as well. Like we all should be having things that we want to accomplish, no matter how big or small they are. If it takes years, it takes years. We're all on different tracks. It doesn't matter if you're like 10 years old and 20, 30, 40, 50. There's always something new that you could be learning. There's always something new that you could be doing. There's always something that you want to do and you want to accomplish, no matter how long it's going to take you. Don't let people tell you like, oh, you're too old to be doing that, or you should have been doing this by blah 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 blah. Like, everybody's not the same person. Everybody doesn't have the same experience. Everyone doesn't have the same journey. Everyone doesn't have the same opportunities as well. So don't let people deter you from, whatever you want to do, what you want to accomplish. Don't let people make you feel like you're too old to do something. If you want to do it, get out there and do it. And that is all for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me some of your goals in the comment section, and then we can chat about it. Bye.